Am I human? Throughout my life, I've always been honest. I want to tell truths of my life, but why? If people only want lies, what's the point of saying anything at all? It's just human, right? In my life, I've had both great and horrifying experiences, the observation of humanity in itself. Many nights I lay awake, hoping I could just say what's on my mind and scream it at the top of my lungs. But at what cost? Who would listen? What would they say? And how would they react? Me personally, I'm kind, gentle, and apologetic to my wrongdoings or accidents. But deep down within me lays a crazed, sickening, and a psychopathic beast. It's not Satan. It's not a curse. It's just me. A human whom has witnessed death, mutilations of other humans, men, women, and children. Rarely I see genuine people who are not afraid of being a decent human. My life is a sunken hole, loveless, nihilistic, sexual tension and confusion. What is wrong with me? Why do I struggle with confrontation? Why do I have to give in to helping others when they just leave after they receive what they want? Can't I just go tell them to leave me the fuck alone? Yes, it is true. My skin is lies. My muscles are fear. My organs are the worst taboos. And my bones are loneliness. Even after I'm gone, my bones will be alone. Love always fails with me, especially in my past experience when I was young. I was a junkie who did everything, and I fell in love with other junkies, having parties just to me fucking a man or woman whom I just met at that same exact party, and had no regrets of sexually transmitted diseases, possibly pregnancy or both. Yet that life will continue with me until I die, or until I commit murder and they put me back in the mental hospital, because that's where I belong. Have I fallen from grace to despair? Or is this the life God chose for me? Whether God exists or not, I don't know. What am I? The story begins with the tragedy of none other than the true equalizer of life, death. For years, I've secretly been in pain for the loss of a loved one, and the only thing that loved one left us was nothing, pictures and personal items. They never left the details of how to live. Instead, we were the only left with the only knowledge of surviving. 'Cause life is hard, and then you have to deal with it. But the worst part for my life was school. For as long as I can remember, I've always had a fear, both unknown and familiar. And since I attempted suicide 9 times and died only once, what I saw was nothing. It was peaceful. I wasn't sad or angry. I had no emotions at all. When I woke, the nurse was pale and stunned that I took 70 pills of Xanax and I still lived. Maybe it wasn't my time yet, but that thirst for death, the sweet release of it, was addicting. Countless times I failed, but the thirst is still there. But there's a new flavor instead of my death. I want to take a life from someone. But where's that idea coming from? I wouldn't kill anyone without a cause or pleasure. What am I? And why am I like this? My mental form is unstable and unfit for the measures of a normal man. No one could understand why I am this way. My friend has an abusive boyfriend who calls his own son, who has epilepsy, retarded and stupid, for just being himself. My ex-lover took advantage of me and destroyed my art, threatened to commit suicide, and abused me physically and mentally. But one must ask, when will the pain stop? And when it does, what do we do after it's finished? I personally believe that is a good mental question to yourself and to others. Most of my scars from everything are healed, but my worst wounds won't heal in time. On my deathbed, they'll still be there, with my lifeless corpse rotting away like smoke from a nice cigarette. Is this truly who I am? Is it? Is it? Is it? Am I human? Really? Am I? Who knows? Maybe think about yourself for once and answer it yourself. You, I mean.